Alright, I think I'm recording. Alright. Hey guys, it's Alicia with Young 40 Mom Crafts. Coming to you a little late in the day. Normally I try to get all this done the night before so I can post it in the morning. But I was really busy this morning. And I think we're a little crooked. And I don't know how to fix that. I've got it on. Oh, there we go. No, I'm still crooked. Sorry, I'm a little wonky. I've got my old tripod connected to the new camera, and the legs are broken, and I think it's a little off. Okay, it is Tutorial Tag Tuesday. Today is a tag. Actually, I'm going to do two. I'm going to do Katy's tag, which is also known as the Stash Queen. It is the Stash Enhancement tag. And I'm going to do Teresa's tag, Teresa the Little Stitcher. Since they're both just 10 questions, or one's 8, one's 10, I'm going to go ahead and do those. Was catching up on some other ones and some new ones that are floating out there. And I said I was going to do Sherry Burkett's, Sherry's, she knows who she is. I've got a little leak, sorry. I was going to do Sherry's tag, but I left it in the other room, and I gave Matson an hour of free screen time today. Because Mommy's in a good mood, things are starting to get better. Because they plummeted yesterday, and I'm not kidding, I mean plummeted. I've got a couple of WIPs I'm going to show you. I've only been working on 2 since the last time we spoke, and I'm so sorry. I am coming down or getting over something again. It seems like Maddie and I are passing it back and forth, and it seems like I'm never going to get it over with. But and I'm going to show you. I got some new patterns from 123 Stitch. They had a bookmark sale, and there's a funny story that goes with that too. So, yeah. So, I can tell you this because my stepfather does not. I don't think he watches my videos. I'm pretty sure he doesn't. I'm not going to take this out of the hoop because it was a pain getting it in the hoop because it's the spring form. I like this. If I don't use the Q-snaps or the generic Q-snaps, which I'm really leaning towards getting a new one because I'm tired of buying the clamps. And our Michaels is, they are reducing their cross-stitch section, which is sad because the only other possibility I have is Home Depot. I went to Home Depot. Crazy. Hobby Lobby. Yes. And I don't have an L&S in my area. I think there's one in Chattanooga over on Signal Mountain, but I'm not sure. I've heard there was. If it is, it's a little tiny shop that probably, from what I understand, they really don't carry that much. So, yeah, I'll have to carry that much. So, yeah, I'll have to go to Gatlinburg, I guess, or rather Pigeon Forge. But my car is not able to really travel that distance. Well, it's about 115 miles. So, but yeah, I don't want to chance it right now. Anyway, so yeah, so my stepfather contacted me and sent me a picture, sent me an email of a picture that his daughter took. Oh, great, the phone's ringing. Let's see who this is. I've got, oh, hang on just a second. Maddie, it's your daddy! I told her she's not allowed pause time in her app. I will allow you to pause during this time, okay?
Okay. Hello?
Sorry about that. I didn't want to pause the video because it's been a real pain to splice and anyway. So he sends me this picture that his daughter took of him a while back, and he used to play Santa Claus every year for Duracell. Duracell's a local, you guys know what Duracell batteries are. It's a local company here in town. When he used to work for them, he was a mechanical engineer. Actually helped design and create the original copper top batteries. Anyway, he sent me the picture and asked me if I could make something for him. So those of you who have had me do personal portrait cross stitches patterns for you, it was funny because he wants me to stitch it too. And you know what that's going to cost. So he sent me the picture. He said, what can you do with this? So I've got 3 programs that I look into. And like I said, if you've had a personal pattern done by me, you know that I will give you 3 mock-ups, and then you decide which one you want. And then we go from there. So the 3 that I sent him was, one was the colored version of the picture he sent. And he's got this full white beard, but he's got a full head of gray hair that kind of rolls back. You're going to get to see the picture as it's being done because I've already started it. But anyway, the second mock-up that I sent him, and when I say mock-up, it's a picture of what his cross-stitch will look like when it's completed. The second one I sent him was a black and white version. And the third one I sent him was a black and white version with the sides fading in. Sort of like if you saw the picture I did that I stitched up of my friend Erin and her little boy Cole. So anyway, so he picked the one with the black and white with the faded colors going in. And he said, how much would something like that cost? Hang on. I said, well, I told him I had most of the materials in my stash, so it's no big deal. I said, but if you were to have this done, or if you talk to anybody, this is what it's going to cost. I gave him the cost of the fabric, the cost of the floss. Now this is without discounts or because you guys know, again, I buy everything as cheap as I can. And how much it would cost to put the time into it. Because you guys know, when you, especially if you're stitching a portrait, it's going to take me at least, if I worked on it steady, at least 2 months to do it. Because I have done that. When I had my surgery in 2001, I had to stay bedridden, well, almost bedridden for about 4 weeks. But anyway, so I told him, I said, if anybody asks, this is going to cost roughly around $100. That's what I told him. Point blank. Materials, floss, stitching time, all that. But for his purposes, he got a huge discount. Nice stepdad. But anyway, so here is, I didn't do a printout of what it's going to look like, and I wished I had. I might insert a picture here if I get it figured out. Anyway, okay, so, and this is what I've done so far. This is the bottom part. I think he's got his hand propped on his elbow. Yes, he's got his hand, you see his hand propped on his elbow, and he's holding like a cigarillo or cigar of some sort, like this, and he's got this very thinking man look on his face. But anyway, this is the bottom of his elbow. I don't know if you can see that. I started up here. It's the first time I've ever started in the corner, guys. I started up here. I am doing this on 18 count Aida because it is going to be a solid piece. And I didn't want to use up what linen I've got, even weaver or linen that I've got, because that's first time projects for me. I'm going to do small stuff on that. But anyway, so I don't know if you can, this is going to be the bottom part of his elbow, right in here. But, and this is the corner, and you can kind of see how the colors are starting to fade in. Let's see if I can get a, yeah, you see how the colors are fading in? It's going to look really good. I was very surprised at how it turned out. I'm finding that if I have these smaller images, and I work with that, it's going to be, the details come out better on the chart. And this is what I've done so far. But I do highlight in color. So that's what I started working on. The other thing, if you guys follow me on Instagram, and if you want to, I am Young 40 Mom. I'm Young 40 Mom everywhere. I just did a Skype. Well, I didn't do a Skype. I signed on to Skype. I'm Young 40 Mom. Nobody has that. It's awesome. I'm Young 40 Mom everywhere. I started a new blog. We'll get to all that. Anyway, I get excited. It's been a great day. You guys just don't know. I mean, I'm going to tell you, even if you don't want to know. But it's been a blessing day. Okay, so I think I showed you guys, I'm pretty sure I did, in one of my stash videos. From the lady that gifted me from the bank. This is River Street. It came in this little bitty baggie, but it had all the floss, and it actually comes with a card, I guess, so that if you send it to somebody, you can. It's got a card in an envelope. It's a cross-stitch. It's a counted cross-stitch scene of River Street in Savannah, Georgia, by Doris Designs. And I'm almost positive this is not even accessible anymore because, let's see, everything on this pattern was hand-drawn. Everything that was typed on a very old typewriter, 1982. But anyway, this is the mock-up. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. And I've done the 4 houses over here to the end, and then I've filled in part of the bottom part of the street, but I haven't filled in the black stitching. Yes, I haven't filled in the black stitching, so it's still in my frame because it's my Q-snap, because I have been continuously working on it. It's on a cream Ada, and when I say cream, it's more of a yellowy cream. But then again, it's an older kit. But anyway, so here you go. I still have, like I said, I've still got to finish the back stitching here. I've got to finish another bench here. I've got the back stitching done on all the houses. Yes, I've got all the back stitching done on all 3 of the buildings, and then I've got to finish the walk here, and then we'll move to the other side where there's 3 more buildings, and then I've got to finish up here where the sky is. So yeah, it's turning out really cute. I'm really liking this project. But yeah, like I said, if you follow me on Instagram, I think I've got like 3 or 4 pictures up of what I've been doing on this. And what's so special about this to me is, oh, I've got 11 minutes. What's so special to me about this is, when I was married to my first husband, we were stationed at Fort Stewart, Georgia, and so Savannah was our second home for 2 years. And I just absolutely love that area. Tybee Island, all that. Very peaceful, very sweet people. I didn't even know who Paula Dean was when I lived there, which this was back in I want to say 97 to 99 was when we lived there. That was about the time I quit smoking too. And fell in love with cross stitch again. Okay, so those are my only 2 WIPs. That's all I've been working on, because I've been mostly internet job hunting and trying to get things going with eBay, and I'm not destashing my craft stuff as of yet, but if I do, I will let you guys know first. But for the most part, I'm doing like books and trying to get some of my patterns out there on eBay. They are hard copies. I think I've only got like 5 or 6 of my patterns up there right now. I'm trying the auction thing on a couple of them, but most of them are buy it now. I'm still learning. Excuse me. But anyway, so yeah, speaking of eBay, they had a 123 Stitch had a bookmark sale about 2-3 weeks back, and I love bookmarks. Sale about 2-3 weeks back, and I love bookmarks. I love doing bookmarks and cards. I haven't done any cards in many years, but the bookmarks I'm getting back into. There is a little gnat crawling on my camera. Oh, that's distracting. Anyway, so I then got on a bookmark kick and decided to go on eBay. That thing is loud. I hope you guys can't hear that. So I get on a bookmark kick with eBay, forgot what I had ordered, at 123 Stitch. And then got my package in from 123 Stitch, and the auction was still going on eBay, and it sent me a notice saying you had been outbid. And I'm like, thank goodness, because it's the exact same book I just bought. And I thought, if nothing else, if I was going to get it, I'll just give a giveaway and I'll gift it away. But I got outbid, so I got lucky that I didn't have the same book twice, because that would have been disastrous. It would have been worth it, because this book is really great. So I will show you that one now. It's called Hold That Thought Bookmarks by Sandy Orton. It's Leisure Arts production. It's produced by Cooler Design Studio. And you know, Cooler Design, they've got some awesome patterns. But yeah, so this is this is it. This is what I almost got twice. Isn't that great? That's a good one. I think they had it up again. Every page is a bookmark. It has a bookmark picture on one side, and then it has the pattern on the other side. But I can show you this. This one is Words of Wisdom. I'll show you this. So there's that row, and then you can see that row, and then over here. Yeah, there's a lot. There's 30 designs in this. Oh, there we go. See, I'm wonky. Those are really, really, really nice. You know, this is something I would definitely want to give as a gift. And then the next section, let's see, Words of Wisdom. What did I miss? There's another one called I Can Read. Oh, they've got it broken down into 2 sections. Hang on, let me find that one. I think that one's got like a lot of teacher stuff in it. Where'd you go? Here it is. Okay, it's called I Can Read. Here's these first. Where's that? Aren't those cute? I'm loving these. And even if I, like I said, even if I did get this again, I would definitely have given it away to you guys just to share the love, because this just, look, another skeleton. Yay. Because they're so cute. Look at that one. Little book bugs, bookworms, looking at one. Yeah, so those are so cute. So those are so cute. I have got to change my kitty litter. Oh my gosh. Oh, and also in the back, she gives you a grid so you can personalize. Isn't that nice? Let's see. It's nice, so you can grid your own. Grid your own. I'm definitely not in hurting for any grid paper. I've got tons of grid paper. Okay. So that was this is my little haul. So I got that. I got 2 more, and then one came later. The other 2 that I got, one is called it's called Bookmark Mania 8. 19 designs for pre-finished 14 count basic bookmarks. And it's a Jeanette Cruz Designs. It's number 1269. And it's got all of them on the very front cover, which is really nice. Yeah, so again, I got both of these at I got all these at 123 Stitch. The other one that I came late is called Little Country Banners and Bookmarks. It is JL228 by Jeremiah Junction Designs, designed by Linda Coleman. And little cutesy little sayings. I like these, like little inspirationals. Isn't that cute? Well, it's not bad. And these were great prices too. Like I said, they were on sale, and I do not pass up a sale when I can. Okay, and this one has a few. It's called Markers Capture the Imagination with an Array of Styles. Oh, this Country Living one I told you about just now. I meant to tell you this, I'm sorry. It's Country Banners and Bookmarks. The bookmarks are down on the bottom, and then there's little banners up here, but you could break it down to where you could put it on a bookmark too. Bookmark Medley Cross Stitch. This is again Leisure Arts. It's from Hirschner's. Does not say who the designer is. Oh, I just got a little message. Probably my daughter on her tablet. Again, this has several. It's got dual. It's called Bookmark Medley because it's got 2 of everything. So on one page it's going to be the dual bookmarks, and then on the other page it's going to be the pattern. So I'm going to show you the dual bookmarks first. These are the owls. Those are really cute. Those are called owl bookmarks. Next we have the chickadee bookmarks. I think of Christine. Here's some chickadees, Christine. Oh, there we go. Sherry Burkett. See? Oh, see? It comes to me later. I don't know. That's the age thing and the gray thing. I don't know. This one is called Wine Bookmarks. So we think of Katy when we think of wine, and we think of the Mania group. Not Coffee Stitcher because he doesn't drink. But we think of the Mania group when we think of wine. But now we're thinking of Coffee Stitcher, so coffee bookmarks, yay! And Katy likes coffee too. I found that out in her last video I watched. I've got 192 videos in my watch queue. Trying to catch up because some of them are so long. I try to look at all the little short ones first, and then I'll do that while I'm like on my computer, or if I'm doing something that requires my attention. If they are long videos, if they're 20 minutes or more, those are the ones that I play in the bedroom while I'm sitting on my bed stitching, or I play on the TV, on my tablet while I'm sitting on the couch stitching, where I can just not have to do nothing, just let the playlist run. I'm afraid if I watch the shorter ones while I'm doing that, I'm going to miss something. So those get more attention. Lighthouse bookmarks. Hey, those are cute duals. Alright, I may end up having to cut this video off and do my tags on a separate one, but I'll piece them together because it looks like I'm running low on... It only gives me so much time per video on this camera. I have to start over. It's weird, I don't know. It's because I'm trying to do it in high def. Rose bookmarks. I am gonna be able to get through this before I start the next one, so that's good. This is called cat bookmarks, and of course we all know Carrie and her cats. It's really cute, and you could change the colors around and personalize them more to your own. But anyway, so that's it. And this shows you what they look like stitched. Somebody just chose one of each to put on the covers in the back. So anyway, so that's it. That's my haul. That's my WIP. I've got a couple of stories to share and a couple of tags to do, so I'm going to stop it now and then come back in. It did start over, so we're good. All right. So not too much of a break, so I didn't have to do anything. In fact, I didn't go anywhere. I just pushed a button and re-pushed a button. So that's my bookmarks. Pretty tickled about that. There were a couple of other auctions that I was on that I think I bid maybe $4 or $5, and it was getting close to time, and you know when you watch an auction on eBay, it comes close to time, people are going to bid and bid and bid. So yeah, my max got outbid. So I'm going to tell you a few little tidbits of things that have been happening. So I had a little bit of a scare because you guys know I haven't found a job yet. So I certify on Sundays to get my unemployment. Called in and on Sunday, and I have every penny planned out. Okay. So I called in and it said, there's been a break in your claim. Please contact blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, no. I have no money. What am I going to do? I can't take care of me and my child on nothing, on air. So Monday, yesterday morning, I'm calling back and forth, trying to get a hold of somebody at Tennessee.gov. finally got an email address. I checked my mailbox that afternoon. Oh, we've got a storm coming. I checked my mailbox yesterday afternoon, and there's a letter from a lady from the claims department, or the fraud department. So what had happened was, I don't know if I told you guys this or not, I took a one-day assignment because I'm allowed to make a certain amount of money before it touches my unemployment. Oh, and we're starting to get gray. Yeah, there's a storm coming through. But anyway, so I turned in my claim like I was supposed to. It was under the amount that I was allowed to make before it touched my money. What had happened was, they were under the impression that I actually started full-time with this temporary company. So I'm freaking out. So I finally get a hold of them, and apparently, oh, yep, see, you're getting a shadow now. It's coming in. So I finally get a hold of the company and say, you guys need to fax a letter to the Tennessee department and Tennessee government and say, you know, hey, no, she didn't, and she only did the one-day assignment, blah, blah, blah. So I've been going back and forth until right before I got on camera at 2:30 this afternoon. She didn't get the lady at the government office didn't get the fax. The temp agency said the fax wouldn't go through, so I had to use an email address, and I had to go off this. Long story short, I got my claim back. You talk about a girl praying and not being able to sleep for the past 2 days. God is good. I am telling you, he answers prayers. Because not only that, I was so down yesterday when I felt helpless. I couldn't do nothing. I thought, what am I going to do? Thank goodness my rent's paid for the month. So, I mean, you know, you think about stuff like that. So, but you see me, I'm always like this anyway. I always find the blessings in anything in my life, no matter what the tragedies are. On top of that, my car started acting wonky again. And I'm going, I've got to find I have no choice to find a job. Even if I found a job this week, it's going to be 2-3 weeks before I see that paycheck. So my thoughts were, you know, who do I call? What do I need to do? You know, adult stuff. Responsible adult stuff. See? Told you. I am so sorry. And this is coming back. It's either coming back really slow or it's not as bad as it was the last time. Anyway, so I went ahead and called. I'm signed on with actually 7 different temporary agencies where you have to call in every week and say, I'm available. If you find anything, please call me. So, because I went through the applications and the testing and the typing and the Excel sheet, you know, the whole shebang with all these companies. So I just called one at random, and I thought, well, I'm going to give this one a shot, because she had 2 positions for me that we were waiting on. I think I told you about those in the last video, what we were waiting on. Well, those, she never told me anything about that. My guess is they're just probably still waiting. So she said, well, I've got a position with this credit services company. I'm working with hospitals and things like that, doing clerical data entry, talking to doctors in the hospitals and communicating, being a third-party go-between. So I thought, well, I'll give it a shot. So she said, you know, she was really impressed with my resume, that she thinks they will be too. So I went this morning. The interview went awesome. When I called her to tell her about it, she said, well, what did they say? And I said, well, they told me I need to go back, and I have to go back tomorrow at 2 o'clock, and I have to take their tests. Which will be no problem. Because I'm a whiz when it comes to Word and Excel and Outlook and all that stuff. So, anyway, and I've definitely, and it's funny because I've gotten better since I've been out of work, because I use a lot of those programs with my business. I say my business, don't get me wrong, my business consists of about $20, $30 a month. But it's fun, and it's a hobby. It's not really business, it's just a hobby. But anyway, so I play with programs, and I try to get things organized, and that's just me, and that's what I do with the Excel and the Word. And of course, Outlook is email. But anyway, so yeah, so I called her back, and she says, okay, this is when they want you to come in. And she said, they're really impressed with you, just like I knew they would be. But the interview just was amazing. And I was like, they thought you were amazing, and I was like, oh, awesome. Who wouldn't like this personality? It's a small group for a large company that does this particular job. There's only, she said, 6 to 9 women in the office. Everybody that's there has been there a long time. They have a 401k retirement plan. They have benefits. Of course, now it's through a temp agency, and those of you who know how temp agencies work in the States, or at least in Tennessee, you usually work for them for a certain amount of hours, and then they offer you a full-time position with the company with a raise and then all the benefits. So I think it's going to work out okay. So keep your fingers crossed, because I think if everything goes well tomorrow with the testing, which I don't see though being a problem, I start Monday. A job after 4.5 months of no work. I'm not going to know what to do with myself. I may not, you'll still get my book reviews, but I may not do anything else until I get the hang of working again. Alright, so that was my news. My throat hurts. It's very sore. You can tell by the way I'm talking how raspy it is. But tomorrow, I'm going to talk like the young Kathleen Turner. Actually, no, the old Kathleen Turner. Okay, so 2 tags I'm going to do today. The first one is going to be the Stash Enhancement tag by the Stash Queen, aka Katy. And number 1, what is your favorite pattern in your stash that you haven't started yet? What has kept you from starting it? My favorite pattern in my stash is Believe. I've showed it in previous videos. Actually, no, I was gonna say I'll get it, but I thumbed through it a while ago and I can't remember where it is. And yeah, it's called Believe, and if I'm not mistaken, it is a Joan Elliott. But it's got all these specialty flosses and these beads, and that's what has kept me from starting it, is not being able to get the supplies that I need for this particular pattern. It's really pretty. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Carolyn had told me, Carolyn Mazio said that either she did it or she has it. I think she said she's already done it. But anyway, that was one that I actually wanted to start when I discovered Flosstube and this whole filming for YouTube began. That was one that I really wanted to do, but I didn't realize what all was entailed, because I didn't realize I had picked up a pattern like that. But anyway, that's one that I think is my favorite because it's beautiful. I think it's got butterflies and maybe an angel. Number 2, what is your favorite non-pattern item in your stash? My favorite non-pattern item. It has to be discovering the Q-snaps.